One of the most fascinating prospects eligible for the 2019 draft is, of course, you've heard this name, Duke Zion Williamson, who's developed a viral following with his impressive athleticism, to say the least. However, his physical build is rare for an 18-year-old prospect. He's listed at 6'7" and 285 pounds on their website. So, Jonathan, have you ever seen actually a prospect like Zion?
Not in the time. I've been doing it for 15 years, and I've never seen a player like Zion Williamson, who is so strong and as athletic and he is, but also undersized and not particularly skilled in terms of facing the basket, being able to shoot three-pointers. You know, the closest comparison that we can come up with potentially is Charles Barkley, which is, you know, going a long way back. You know, Charles was listed at 6'6". He was 282 pounds when he was drafted, and so, you know, we really haven't seen a guy like Zion Williamson. The one concern that we have, I would say, is that, you know, 2 years ago, according to our measurement database, he weighed 230 pounds. A year ago, 272. Now 285. He's going in the wrong direction, and so we'll have to see during the season how much of that is strength. How
Did
much
his height change?
No, unfortunately not. He actually dropped an inch.
Dropped an inch?
In our database. These things fluctuate.
I know that happens to Filipino women. I didn't know.
Yeah, I thought that happened in the 60s.
Look, so we were just looking at young Charles Barkley. By the way, I've never seen Charles look that svelte. Wow. But, like, he was way more skilled than Zion Williamson was when he was that size. I think Larry Johnson, in some ways, is like just from a physical component. Like, he seems more like the comp in terms of the game. Like, I mean, Larry was just a physical specimen. But the thing with Zion is, like, he's that big. The other guy I would put in this category would be like LeBron James. But LeBron obviously was the #1 prospect in all of basketball. And even though he was a man-child, like, he had a lot more skill than where Zion is right now.
But Jay, also, can you say that the weight gain has been a detriment to his play over the last couple of years?
Don't still look good.
We don't. He looks
I think
like
his conditioning didn't look as the way people were hoping in the spring. We saw him in the McDonald's All-American game, at the Jordan Brand Classic, just in practices, and so that's something that, you know, the defense that's the part that NBA teams are really going to want to see more of, because, you know, who do you guard when you're 6'6"? Not like he's incredibly long. He only has a 6'10" wingspan, so he really is more of a small forward height-wise. But in terms of his game, he's more of a center. So I think that's going to actually
New
benefit.
NBA.
Exactly. He's you know, positionless NBA. I hear that Duke is going to play him a lot at center, actually, and so that's going to be really interesting to see how that materializes. You know, how his shooting stroke improves. He's a very good passer. I think that's the part that people don't realize about him, is that he actually has a great basketball IQ, and I think that he's a lot more than a highlight reel, and it's going to be really fun to watch him play for Duke.
Well, specifically, we talked about, you know, how his form is, how his figure is, with being a program like Duke.
Rest in peace, Frank.
He'll learn how to work out a little bit differently, and then obviously he'll change his body in the pros, because that's just what happens. We've got some good throwback videos.
Damn, liking this.
Exciting stuff. Make sure to check out Jonathan's article on Bowen on ESPN.com. So thank you so much for joining us here.
Thanks for having me.
Give it up. Are you going to, like, parlay that into a trip to Australia just to go scouting?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm moving him up to #1, actually, on the mock draft. So I'm going to go spend about a month out there in Sydney.
Smart man. Thank you again.